So you already read the title. Hello people, this is right here with a really weird upload. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. So the reason why we're doing this is because if you haven't been following up on just like the last update video I did, I said that after Gotchard we were gonna do Geats, and the plan was that we were obviously in traditional fashion, we were just gonna run straight into Geats and such. But obviously, I am deciding to push it to next week, technically, so then we can technically have a clean slate for August. Because the issue is that if we were to immediately jump into Geats, we're going to run into the issue of potentially still having blank spots, because I have the first week of Geats already done, to which I already had to have, I already did an addition to like the first day because I genuinely forgot about the Vice core ID. So you're getting 2 core ID reviews on the first day because we're doing 5 days a week. But the issue is running into the second week, because obviously the last 2 items being covered are Explosion Rage and Doom's Geats. Those 2 obviously are not filmed because I still have yet to open my Doom's Geats buckle, just to prove that I still have yet to open it yet. I don't have any light. But obviously Explosion Rage just got released 2 days ago as of this recording, because it's July 24th. And obviously, going off of like Collectibles or Cow, in the past, those have been received to us. Most likely, Zreiken should get a invoice about it between the 31st of August, or at latest the 5th, or I mean July 31st, and most likely August 5th. Because I don't have my phone on me because I'm charging it. But basically what I'm hoping is that by delaying Geats to a week, like that first week of Geats, hopefully by that time Striking gets a notice, like at least at the latest gets an invoice about Explosion Rage. So then the following week we can rush through, do another live stream, another opening stream with this and Explosion Rage, because at this point Geats has been consistent of us opening them on streams. And then I'll immediately like film the reviews and demos, and then we should be like set. So that is basically the goal, and just the reason why this week you're only going to get the short that has already been scheduled since earlier this month, and this video and such. Now, obviously, you might be contesting to, well, why don't you just substitute Geats with another thing? Because obviously, right now in the background too, I'm filming videos for, technically for October, November, and such. To which I think I've already said what they were months back. But October, November are basically just going to be assortments. October is going to be assortment of Ultraman stuff, and November is going to be assortment of Kamen Rider stuff. To which November is the one that's been November has been partly filmed. There's still some things I want to get, and also it comprises of the things we still have yet to open. But at the same time, October's the one that we've already filmed like a week of at least, or technically 2 weeks of videos for, and all I need to film left is the Zet stuff that we didn't get to touch on because of how long it was going to take for me to film them. Because obviously, realistically, you're not wrong of that I should just simply just substitute this month of Geats with Ultraman if I've been filming that stuff and such. But if I obviously this is all on me of just, well, instead of you filming this video, you could have taken this time to just start filming your Zet videos. So then, like, or you could have just, because again, it's like, I at the time of filming this, I technically do have the time. I do have a week to, like, edit together the 5, like, or the 10 Blazer videos, and then, like, schedule those in instead and such. Like, yeah, technically I do. But, like, I guess I want to be consistent with how I did it last year, of where we did Geats, and then following that we went back to Revice. So I kind of want to fall into that consistent. I still want to follow that consistency of, like, okay, here's the gotcha art stuff, but then now here's the Geats stuff and such. Like, obviously, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how I want to do things. It just depends. I don't know. At the same time, it's like, it's either that no one cares about this stuff, or they do in some way and such. So it's just like, whatever I do is just kind of invalid as a whole. But I just want to keep it consistent with how I did it last year and such, which is why, like, I'm ultimately deciding that, like, we'll still try to stick with Geats, or doing Geats, but at the same time, like, I'm not going to be surprised if, like, it is my fault, essentially, for if we're not going to be able to get through certain videos, or if, like, there's potentially a delay in, like, Propulsion Rage, all because I didn't get it in a timely manner from Toe Collectibles and such. So that's kind of basically going to be the thing and such. And again, I've already addressed that. Like, technically, you could have easily resolved this if you just simply substituted those 2 items, or if you actually just were diligent with your time and just actually overhauled all the Geats videos you scheduled and just, actually started working on the other videos that were ready and such. Like, yeah, that makes sense and such. And it's not wrong. Especially with the lengths of the Blazer videos. Like, like, they technically shouldn't take that long and such, because they are about, like, they take like a day or 2 and such. But other than that, like, I kind of just want to focus on, right now I'm trying to focus on the stuff for the second channel, because, like, I already unfortunately had to, like, break a promise with what July's video was supposed to be, because it was supposed to be Geats Dash Rider. But the issue is that the people I'm working with, I haven't been able to communicate with them just for feedback and such. So, like, Geats Dash Rider has been in writing limbo, just because, like, I have a set idea of, like, or I already wrote the majority of it. I just wanted feedback for, like, what people, to like tune up and such. And also, again, I think I'm just gonna have to deal with the fact that we're not gonna be able to place the lights in this room, so that's gonna be very difficult trying to film certain segments for that video, because you're just gonna have to deal with the fact that this room does not have lights and we're gonna have to deal with natural lighting. But I think that should basically have to do with this video. Like, obviously, I apologize. But I made sure, like, I forgot that technically we've had this run of, like, shoot, we kind of don't know what to do for the month kind of thing. Because I think it happened last year in June. So technically, I'm on the clear of, like, okay, so this isn't, like, the first time that we had this problem. But at the same time, like, it's not really good when you have this issue. um, just because it's like, you need to keep feeding content out and such. But, like, and at the same time too, I didn't want to release any videos that were for September and such, just because obviously then it eats up things that we've already reserved for that month, just because of how sparingly, or how sparingly this content is to, like, put out, just because, like, again, we don't have much to work off as much. We don't have as much to work off, so we basically need to hold back as much as we can and put them out when the time is close and such. Like, I hope this is understandable, but I know it's not invalid in that it's just, well, just simple. You should have just get on working on these other videos in the background and just put those out instead. But I mean, like, at the same time, it's like no one would care either way. Because it generally shows. So it's just that, it's like we've already had it. Like, I've already had it set to, like, these videos for this month and such. So it's just like I don't know how much too much of a stretch it would be for me to, like, rearrange it drastically and such. Just because, again, there's, like, other things that need to be focused on and such. But, I hope this is understandable. I mean, at the same time, too, like, I mean, if anyone's actually going to watch it, or, like, actually going to hear this, but, and I know there's, like, another Geats item, or another two Geats items I could have substituted Potion Rage and Doom's Geats for, but at the same time, it's like, I'd rather wait it out and such. So,